Okay, so for this part, you need to import all the images. So I just want to recap it. So I saw some new people joining in. Okay, so what I did is that I have 55 of my personal in different ages, different kind of like I would say angles, and with different accessories such as a hat, mask, and different backgrounds, and also different positions, such as something is a little bit farther away, something is a little bit of like a left down corner. So all those and different hairstyle. So all those need to run into YOLO 9. YOLO 9 is currently the best, the object detection. You can do you can do the live video training, and there are lightweight models and heavy models. So you can totally train those two models. So what I did is that I will the goal is to create myself as an AI model for later on if I wear or if somebody wear a AR glass, and my face will show a tag to, for example, like somebody wear an AR glass, and through AR glass, they will see me, and there will be a box and say, Dom. Yeah, that is the goal. So yeah, so let me share with you. Okay, so let's go back. So you need to, if you wanna get into, you need to go to YOLO, download the YOLO label, and then open the entire kind of software, and you start, and you need to put object names. Those object names will show up on the right-hand column, and you select different person and draw a bounding box on the face. And if you include the hair, if you include the hair, it will also recognize the hair. If you only screenshot, for example, only the face, like this one, when there's kind of like a Brad Pitt's hair, it will start kind of confusing what this person is. So that's why if you see a lot of training model, it has a lot of different, very, I would say, very detailed types of cropping. So I can jump directly to my part, which I select the second one and start boxing Dom. And this box really helps the AI training, because AI will only train the box, this part, and start recognize and understand your facial or your image structure, and later on can start recognize you. So yeah, so this is something that we are going to discuss today. Okay, so you can see, make sure you crop it, and it's in different lighting, different backgrounds. But normally the face need to be kind of, I would say, very plain types of things. So okay, so you don't want too contrasty. Okay, so after training 50 of myself, right? Yeah, different types. I also train Angelina Jolie, and then also, yeah, it takes some time. And Brad Pitt, right? So you can train this one. Will Smith. Yeah. Okay, so after this, what you will see is, let me go down. After this, you will see, oh, it's too convenient. Okay, so you will see, you will train a model, and this model will be full of, for example, like a validation, for example, like this one, right? it will start training after you do all the labeling. It will start training something like this, right? For example, like it's the result. It will start running all the pictures and start giving its number. Those are the index number. So you can see, let me see if I can do this. So you can see I put all the image number and it will start recognize this person. So yeah, okay, cool. So let's start. So today our goal is to recognize the image, and then later on, let me share with you if um, yeah, I will share with you the one that I did today, this morning. Okay. So imagine you are wearing Quest 3, right? Quest 3. And then this is just I would say this is more like a pass through. I didn't really hack into I didn't hack into the pass through, but I kind of post production on the screen and using meta casting. So when somebody wear it, I would say the ideal is that you wear a Quest, right? And then when you see somebody, imagine there's a conceptual AR glass, and when you see somebody, it will start define this person and having a bounding box around it. Yeah, so this is the goal this is the Meta Quest 3. So this is the final train. Use kind of use AR and start giving you more like a confidence, kind of like the result, which I think this might be really useful if later on the developer can get into the pass-through for Meta or Apple's headset. Okay, so let's dive into the code. Okay, so you might wonder what's YOLO 9, because last time we did the YOLO 8. YOLO 9 is something that still using Coco dataset, but it's the accuracy is increasing like 2%, but the file is getting like a much bigger than it needs to be. And for the heavyweight, it detects my personal very nicely because I insert 55 pictures. However, it didn't detect the celebrity good because it's there are only 15 of celebrities videos photos. So okay, so what I will do is let's go back to the Python code. Give me the sharing. Okay, so let's get into today. So what you need to do is you need to download the model, how to train model, and you can pretty much later on I will list it out the way that you can train. Some websites you can download and insert, import all the code. So first you have to train your own model, and later on you need to test the result. And the third one is you do the screen capture and start. What I will do is I will show the MetaQuest casting page and see if by the time we have time, and I will use okay. So I will use my Meta headset and I will do a quick kind of casting, and you will see something being labeled as me live. Yeah, that's the goal. Okay, so let's start. So first, you need to import NumPy, and then matplotlib. This one will pretty much show like the graph, and then OpenCV, which will help you to do the computer vision, and it's open source. Yeah, and also you need to import YOLO. YOLO, now we are using the YOLO 9. And then, so first, we need to create a base director. So this is all our roots. It's the root folder. It's called object detection phase. And later on, we will put create the dataset DN. Dataset DN pretty much it will put all our main data that I would say this is the most important thing. For example, I put 129 in, and also label, and also the label 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all those namings for later on YOLO label trained. So yeah, so and yeah, so those three are the very important folders you have to create, and later on we will dive into each folders. So yeah, support us, you can get the code. Yeah, and the train path. Later on, this is just for the data, the raw data that we are going to train it. And this one is once we train it, we will start creating another folder that put all the training stuff in and create our own model. Peter said that is this sort of approach how hand position detector works? I think a hand has different approach. I think so because it's all image recognition or all live recognition, but hand probably has different, I would say, joints. And also for hands, if you see this, I think I talked to Robin, Robin's team. They are doing some hand gestures. They said that, for example, if you want to grab, everybody's grab is different. For example, some people will put the thumb under the fist, or somebody will put the thumb above the fist, right? So for hand gesture, it's probably much more complex than what we are using, because what we are using is pretty much just label your face and do the AI model running, and it will start recognize it, and it will do some tests. And later on, it will have a graph which shows you the confidence about some certain person's prediction. So yeah, so I mean, it's all, yeah, yeah. Hear you loud and clear. Okay, cool. Yeah, sword. Okay, cool. So I think hand is harder, and face is probably easier. But you can try. There are a lot of people already do a lot of hands. You can get a plugin, or you can build from ground up. It's all up to you. Okay, so this is the root, and this is the training folder. And once you train the folder, you will start putting all your data set into the testing one, right? And you will kind of like create using the YOLO 9 and start to get into and like a 15 types of epic types of training. Okay, so if you hit the play button, it might take, I would say, a couple of hours for you just to train the model. It's a it will it will start training it, and you will go through 15 times just to make sure the model goes well. Yeah, so once you hit this, you probably can do something else for a couple of hours and come back. Okay, so this is the test result script. So first, you need to still import the YOLO, and then random means that later on when we test, we will select randomly from the photos that copied from the data set. And then there are a base director, and we will have a taste images. Any questions? Okay, so yeah, so if you have any questions, feel free to just post it. Okay, so you put a base directory and you put test images, and later on you can start using the result. So what our model, the difference between train model is we use this YOLO 9 from YOLO to train the model. And for this one, we use the after trained, we use the best, and I will share with you what's that. And later on, we will select a couple of random images, and the confidence, if the confidence is over 0.4, and we will show the box. And then this is the screen capture. I can go through the code, and later on we can jump into the assets. Okay, so we need to import, we need to get into OpenCV, and then we get into YOLO. So first we got the root folder, and later on we will get the train, we will get the model that we just get in. And then yeah, and then we use this one, and this is just my screen. Yeah, so and we will turn the video format into the yeah, the frame rate is 30, right? And we will put this, and then we will keep running. And if you wanna quit, you hit Q. Yeah, you press the keyboard Q, and you can get it. Okay, cool. So let's dive into the folders. Okay, so we need to start training the model just for this script. Okay, so for this script, we just talk about we want to train the model, right? So this model, we need to create a data director, which is our root model. So this one, first, this is all the celebrity or all the raw images that we are going to train. And remember, for when you start training, you need to slice each, I would say, each photos into 128, 128, and JPEG, right? So if you see this is like a data set, one sled, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. So all the numbers need to be a certain way. This is like you can create your own thing, but I think I use the original facial training for the celebrities, and I put mine. All the celebrities has 15 photos. And for me, I put myself 55 photos. So yeah. So those are, yeah, you see like a 50. Yeah, so you can see I got a lot of training things. Okay, so this is the data set. 20, 30, 40. Okay, so image set, right? So those, it means that we have a list of all the data set, and those are, for example, like 1 to 12 for each celebrities. Those are, we only train out of 15, we only train 12 of the data set. And for me, I have 55, but I only train 52. And the rest of the test, for example, like for Johnny Depp, let's see, it's 12, right? Out of 15, the 12 will be trained and the other 3 will be tests. So those are like you can kind of see it. And I train myself a lot. And if you download YOLO, more like a large, I would say the large language model, the large one, YOLO 9 large, you will have to give more data to train for the accuracy. So yeah, so if later on you train yourself or you train somebody, I think 55 images will be a good number to have the accuracy really high. So yeah, you can kind of those. So those 2 are the like a raw data, and you are going to train it. Labels. So remember we have the bounding box, right? For the train box, this 0 means index. So Johnny Depp is on the 0 part, right? And this is like XYZ and depth. So this is according to the relation for your 128, 128, 128, like the image. This box is inside that one. So remember we did the YOLO label, YOLO label cropping. So those are the depths. So for example, like a 1, right? 2, right? 3. We draw a lot of box, right? And those are the box that we draw. And if you want to know how this draw, I can I show you the video version. But if you are interested, you go here. You Google YOLO label download, and you can definitely get all the source code, and you can start getting all the stuff. So you open this, right? And you open files, right? Yeah, this is, okay, so go here and you can start doing the data set demo, right? And go to images, right? This is, if you saw the previous, I share with you this folder, it's full of images. Okay, so you just say, okay. And then this one, remember to put all your object like a Deb, Dom, Julie, Pitt, Smith into different labels. So you can start putting this, right? And then remember to click this visualize class name. Okay, so you finish one, and you need to look up how to navigate the interface. It's AWSD, right? It's like a game stuff. Okay, so click this. If you include hairs, it might, I mean, it depends on you. Sometimes it works, sometimes it's not. So you just keep it, keep hitting A or D, A, D, right? And you start doing that. And when it becomes DOM, you need to click under DOM, right? And you start doing this one, right? Yeah, so this is something that YOLO label do. And after YOLO label do it, you can go back and see the raw data. Under each raw data, you can see whatever you draw. Because before it was very clean because I move around. So you can see this one, right? It will start having some numbers. Oh, probably I didn't save it. Yeah, so it will have your index number pair up with this one. Oh yeah, so it will, once you draw this, the first one is index number, and this is the bounding box number. The reason why you need to have hand recognition works in AR mobile phones. I think you can Google it. I don't know the answer, but you can definitely Google it. As far as I know, Spark AR, you can do the hand recognition in Lens Studio. And I think for Unity AR Foundation or Vuforia, there might be some interesting application. I haven't really followed up that, but today, later on in podcast, our second session podcast, we will interview Stephen Christian. He is a master in Vuforia. So stay tuned. Wait probably about an hour. We will have somebody who is a master in Vuforia and Unity AR Foundation. And I remember he did like some motion captures and doing some animation stuff. So he might know idea. If you are interested, you can definitely stay tuned to our podcast session, and our podcast will be LinkedIn Live. Okay, so you need to do the object name and make some categorization, and then doing all those, and then put all the data set into the labels. So all those labels are the one that is inside here. Yeah, okay. So this is at the beginning, you need to start doing all your work, which is inserting all the data, categorize it, and make sure everything is easy for the model to start being trained. And later on, you will get a trained model, right? And later on, it will copy. Once you start train the model, right? It will start copy the entire model from your raw data set into a train folder with all everything is there. And then you will see the labels, right? It's the train. Yeah. Okay. So, and then later on you will get run. Okay, so once you run it, you will get all the data. I can share with you because this is a very big model. So you need a lot of data set. For example, if you see Dom, right? Dom is like probably hit a very confidence curve. For the I use YOLO 9's largest model. So you need enough data, a lot of data to feed it. I insert 55 images, but other celebrities, there are only 15 photos. So, which means that at the end, the result is dramatic. If you put like 55 images to train, you will go very high. If you only put like a 15, it's not going to go anywhere. Okay, so you can see the trend, right? Pretty much it's very, I would say, very good. Yeah, Johnny Depp is 0, right? So it will start doing the recognizing things here, right? You can start kind of understand this. Okay, so once we pretty much talk about this and the best and last, I use best to train it because later on, this is Onyx file. Onyx file is the brain of the AI. So later on, if we want to use model, we use this model. It's the trained model. Okay, so what I am going to do is we are going to do a live demo. I hope this works. Okay, so what I will do is I will wear my headset. I hope you can see it. Let me see how this can be shown. Mm, so maybe what I will do is so what I will do is I will wear this one and okay, so you will see me wearing a VR headset, right? So this is like the casting thing. Okay, so we do the casting, and right now I need to run this one. This is the screen capture. Okay, so okay, so I have to do this and change it to okay, so you can see I did the screen capture for this one, and I will do this. So currently, you probably need to use like a more like a production, not really doing the thing. Okay, so this is something that I see, right? And you start categorizing some stuff. So what I will do is I will face, yeah. So if you see, this is my screen. I mean, yeah. Okay. So if I turn it back to myself, let's say, turning back to myself, yeah, this is me, right? So it will start having dom, dom, dom. I know this is kind of like a very interesting way, but probably needs to get this one out. Let me see if I can get this one out. Yeah, okay. Cool. Okay, cool. So yeah, if you see me, oh, well, my hair. Okay, so this is something that you can see. It's detecting me. And what I did was I reversed my entire headset, and I have to use my fingers to block out the detection so I can, yeah, so you can see that it's one, very, I wouldn't say accurate, but when I start changing my angles, you can see it start getting like some, yeah, some different things. So let's see the detection, and this is using VR headset, Quest 3. Cool. So sometimes it will detect me as Brad Pitt. Sometimes it's, yeah, yeah, it's interesting, or Johnny Depp. It's live. Right now I'm doing live, and because I think because the yeah, LinkedIn Live, and also there are some latencies, but you can see it's a very interesting way. And imagine this types of device can be done in AR glass. I think it will be really, really powerful. Okay, cool. Then just put here. Yeah, so let me quit this. Okay, so any other questions? Okay, any other questions? cool. Yeah. So, what I think is that if we can, yeah. So let's see if there's anybody has any questions. Mm, mm, yeah, cool. Okay, so this is today, and yeah. Okay, so yeah, let me maybe just use this one. Okay, so this is for today. I have like a couple of monitors. And if you don't know what I did, I was pretty much use Quest and reverse it the whole time when I do the live demo. And imagine this headset. It's a very lightweight AR glass that maybe Meta will launch probably at the end of this year. Imagine it's that size. I think this will be a great kind of senior or even normal people's enhancement, either in a conference or in anywhere to help us to know someone. And I do believe in data self-governance, something like that, which means that I own my own data. And if I need, if I want to access something, or if I can grant somebody to access something for uh, for the convenience, but I can also block the access for somebody to access my data. So I do believe this might be the new um, kind of self-governance types of data, and everything will be private storage in the cloud to ensure our privacy. Okay, cool. So thank you so much. And after this, we will have Stephen Christian, who will talk about some interesting medical and also art, biology combination. And he is a second grade of medical student, currently study in medical. So I find out it's very fascinating. So I saw somebody, Aditya, right? You mentioned that hand recognition. I believe there are, because as far as I know that the Web3 or like WebXR, right? If you watch our Thursday Skillshare with Holman Cho, he mentioned, he showed us, like in our internal team, he showed us his full body tracking inside using Babylon.js. So I believe you can definitely do it. But the details, you probably need to Google and figure it out. I believe that Vuforia or even Spark AR, you can do hand gesture. 5 years ago, I did that demo. You can go to our YouTube channel to check. Yeah, and what else? Any other questions? I'm about to wrap it up. Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you so much, everybody. And I will see you in an hour. Okay, bye-bye.